Hey everyone, my name is Gio, and in today's video, we'll be taking a look inside a monumental lot of vintage Thomas the Tank Engine and Brio trains I recently picked up. This one is a big one, and a long one, so settle in and get ready for some 90s wooden train goodness.
We have a big one, a huge one, and I'm gonna the audio is gonna sound worse as I get out of the shot to pick this up. I'm not even sure if this will get in the shot, but if you hear that, oh boy. There it is. I'm struggling to hold this, but in this bag we have a bunch of wooden rail. Wow, look at that. You can probably see from what we have, we've got some vintage stuff too. We've got some vintage friends hanging around in there, and a lot of Brio as well. If I can get this in shot, the bag actually says, let me see, I don't want to knock over the lights. Can I get it in? The bag actually says, let's just do this. This is a queen-sized mattress. So a queen-size, well, not mattress, a comforter, a queen-size comforter would most likely be in this bag. But oh my god, we've got a lot in there. Look at that. Well, I have to be honest, the real meat is obviously the trains we've got inside there, and you can kind of see a reflection of me in there. So let's take a cut. I'm going to try to get into a more comfortable position, but we will take a look at everything that is within this bag. So hopefully that transition was seamless enough. I've put the bag, so right here, I'll be putting the items here, and right below is where the bag is. You can kind of hear I've got an ASMR thing going on, but I'm going to rip it open. It's just a zipper, I'm not ripping anything. And I'm going to slowly go through this quickly, piece by piece, because I don't have the largest time here, but there's not a lot really. But let's go through it. We're going to start off with some of the big stuff. But we have two bridges. So we have two red iron bridges. These are Brio branded. I'll just grab the other one. This is vintage stuff. It's unmarked. The track and stuff is unmarked, but you've got the Brio logo right on the legs. It's actually pretty good. The plastic doesn't have any weak points as far as I can see. And I do have one of these, but it is a dark blue non-brand one. It's not Imaginarium, but these are pretty good nick. There's a little stain there, but we've got some red bridges. So there. Just put our Brio bridges, our suspension bridges to the side, and you put a support there, and it extends. So that's pretty cool. Nice way to start. Speaking of that, we have a piece of ascending track, very boring, I know, and we have a riser, which would probably go between those. So probably have to keep that in mind. And let's reach in here some more. We've got a figurine. This is definitely not Brio, and definitely not Wooden Railway. I believe this is an Imaginarium guy. Kind of cool. Throw him to the side. And let's continue on. There's not much I can say about the non-branded stuff, but here we have another suspension bridge, which you probably saw in the bag. I'm assuming this is Brio. I don't see any indication saying what this might be. Is there anything in there? No. Because this seems very Brio-like. These prints on the side. It is battery operated as far as I can tell. You've got some lights there. There's a sound thing there. Another light there. And I think the battery compartment's there. So I'd assume when you have a train run through... Oh, I guess it's not working. Yeah, I can't find a switch. Because we've got a battery compartment here, and there's a sensor, but let's, we'll wait. But anyway, we've got a weird suspension bridge. Anyone knows what this is, let me know, but we've got suspension bridge number 2, and we'll put it to the side there. It's very strange, I've never seen this before, but the construction, I'm assuming it's Brio, because, as you can see, the construction there, the pegs are very similar to that. And also, I just noticed this now. Yeah, that's not looking too good. There's the connection of the bridge, but yeah. So anyway, we've got 2 suspension bridge, some ascending track, and we've got a switch piece. I'm not sure, is this Brio? I'm assuming it is. This has the Brio feeling to it, but that's pretty cool. We've got a 3-way. We've got another ascending track. That one has art on it, so I'll put that on the side to clean. And here we have something interesting. We have our first vehicle, which technically is vandalized. We have a cargo ship. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Brio. I think one of the main factors is we've got the screw. It's a starhead screw, same as on the bridge. So that's pretty cool. I guess this was Brio's answer to the Sodor Bay tugboat. It's got some crayon markings, so I'll probably have to clean that. I might even paint it, but it's pretty cool. Solid piece. It's much lighter than the wooden railway barges or bolstrode, so that's pretty cool. Nice way to start off. I don't have a lot of Brio stuff, but that's interesting. So this is, I believe, a cargo drop thing. It has copyright 2012 Ghislaine, so this is right when 2012 Ghislaine Mattel. So this is right when Mattel got the rights to the Thomas Wooden Railway line from Tomy Learning Curve. And I have to be honest, it's a pretty weird piece. It's very out of place, but interesting. We have both male-male connectors. And to just kind of show how this works, because I came prepared, this didn't come with it, but if you have a cargo car, you kind of, oh wait, okay, so let me figure out how to use the children's toy. But you get the cargo block, you can drop it there, and then drop it in the cargo car, so that's pretty cool. Never thought I'd own this kind of nice piece. I think it's supposed to be for like some kind of Brendam dock set because we have that boat logo there. And yeah, just a bunch of random, just a little random kind of addition to this. But yeah, really nice. If you know if this was an individual destination or sold in a set, let me know. I'm not too versed on Mattel Wooden Railway stuff or most of the newer stuff, so let me know. It is an interesting piece. Happy to kind of add it. Next we have another Brio 3-way. This is the female version, that one's the male version. And I'm just going to get this out of the way. We have a bunch of track. We have I think this is like an 8-inch, around 8 inches. We've got another 8-inch. And this is Brio, you can tell just by the finish of it, it's very nice. Another ascending track, and just a bunch of random pieces. We've got some more 8 inches. Curve, I think this is like this is a 4-inch, I think, and another 8-inch, so that's actually very useful because I don't have a lot of curves, but dipping in now, we're actually going to get to the beef of what we have in this lot, so I'm very excited. The first thing I'm going to pull out here, we have a probably 92, 93 Clarabel, which seems to be an excellent nick. It's got those staples on the bottom that everyone loves, the undated wheels everyone loves, the face print that I think everybody loves. It's a really nice model. The only thing is there's a scratch, but it's minimal. Very nice. Going off of that, we have another coach. We have Henrietta, which is I guess, technically my first one. I have one in box, but I don't really like to take it out. But we've got Henrietta here, in classic TWR form. And you know what's interesting? I love the dark gray roofs on these, but you know, same with that other one. We've got undated wheels, stapled bottom, all that. Pretty cool. We've got a track riser. Very exciting. And we've got a bunch, I'm grabbing these in handfuls, we've got a bunch of trees. I think these are all, I'm pretty sure these aren't Brio, but we've got, they all seem to be this one shade, and then we've got some that are like, we have a bush, but then we have some that are like a lighter green, so if I can bring the two together, you can see the different shades. So that's interesting. It's actually similar to what Vintage TWR did, where they have the two shades. We have another tree, dark green, and we have our friend Toby. If you remember from the last unboxing, much better condition than the last one we got. This one's very nice. The stickers are still in. Very rich brown color, which I like, and that classic face. So I'll put him beside Henrietta. We've got another Imaginarium guy. Yeah, I don't know what you'd call this guy. He's got overalls on. We'll throw him over there. And we've got some more track risers, actually very helpful. Some more track risers, quarter or half curve, and what everybody was hoping for, some more trees. We've got a bush. We've got this is actually different. This is a thicker one, but we've got a lighter green, a thicker tree. We've got one of those thin ones, and we've actually got quite a variety. None of these, I'll kind of turn it, none of these are TWR. These are all, I'm assuming, Brio or Imaginarium. But that's interesting. So we're continuing on with the theme of engines, thankfully, to keep people interested. And we have James here. This is like, I think, a third or fourth edition of James, because we've got the flat funnel and dome. But we have the ledge. There's technically a ledge on the running board, and the eyes are unpainted, but we've got the staples on the bottom and the undated wheel. So that's pretty cool. My only other James has the beveled smokestack and stuff, so that's actually really cool. And I'm going to dip just the camera a bit so we get a better view of, oh yeah, that's better. That is much better. Because I think that's what people are going to want to see, his eye candy, these engines. Going on some more, we have just a random block, just kidding. We have a building. This seems to be a train station. This is definitely Brio. You can tell by the printing. And I think there's a roof somewhere inside, so we'll put that there. Love that. And speaking of a roof, there we go. And we've got that classic Brio made in Sweden. Come on, can we focus? Yes, we can. That's beautiful. We'll put that there. I really like that. Coming up next, we have another curve, just a basic curve, and we have a tree. Very nice. And coming up, we have our number one, Thomas. That's pretty cool. So this is, from what I understand, is that speckled coal? Now there's a bit of blue sticking out there, but I don't think so. So this is a version, oh God, I want to say version 4. No, I think this is version 3, because you got the unpainted eyes, the flat ones, just like James, and he's got the staples. But that's pretty cool. He has a really rich, dark color to him. It's not very light, which I love. And so that's Thomas. He is very cool. Of course, nothing can replace your childhood one, but that's very close. That's a nice one. Coming up next, with our continuation of cranes, we have a Brio Crane. Very colorful addition, but it's got a magnet. I'd assume that it can work with this, and it can. So we've got a magnet hook. So that's pretty cool. Nice corny little piece. Not a huge fan of the colors, but very nice eye-catching for a Brio layout. So next we have some items, technically holy grails for Thomas Wooden Railway vintage collecting. We have Bluebell and her calf from the Cow on the Line set. Very cool. Never thought I'd own these, but these are the old figures that the Wooden Railway line did when they were actually stickers. And that's pretty cool. So here's Bluebell, and I'm going to put her right there so she's in the center. And we have the calf. That is very cool. Never thought I'd ever own that. I think the other pieces in here, I believe they are from when I took a quick look. I'm continuing with the theme of Mattel. We have a weird, we have a Sodor line Caboose. Now, from what I understand, this was never sold individually, so this is from a starter set or something. There's only one other Mattel piece in here besides that crane thing. So this is very kind of strange. They changed the lettering. It just says Sodor Main Line instead of Caboose. But it's, yeah, an interesting piece. Kind of interesting how they kind of put their own spin on some of these items from the original Learning Curve designs. But, yeah, very interesting piece. It's got 4 windows on the side, no door. I guess you'd go in there. But, yeah, that's a cool piece, and I'm going to put it right there. So we're going to do some more engines, and right now we've just got the tenders in view. Here we have the tenders of our friends Henry and Gordon. These are the speckled coal ones, so I think these are like version 2 or 3. And these are pretty cool. Sorry, I had to put them down for a sec, but yeah, staple bottoms and stuff. Pretty cool. They're lurking around here somewhere. I'll grab them in a sec. But here we have a curved, half-curved piece again, Brio. And speaking of a cow on the line, here we have the apple tree. So it's very hard to see, but it's a very dark green, rich color. But you've got apples on both sides, and it's got this little support piece before they were pegged. That's a hole that they, apparently I heard that when they would airbrush these or paint them, they'd stick the piece on a hole and paint it. So that's pretty cool. It sticks right on the base. This piece usually goes missing a lot, so I'm glad to have it. And I'm going to just put that right here. Coming up, we have an engine who hasn't seen his tender yet, but is a tender engine. We have Edward. This is, I think, one of those version 2s. And he's pretty cool. His head isn't connected to the bottom, but there's like some wood, or there's something there. I don't know. There's like some wood chips or something. Anyway, we'll put Edward there. That's pretty cool. Everybody's favorite character, we have some more trees. We've got another bush. Some more pine trees and stuff. That's going to be great for a forest setting. And we have some signs. 99% sure these are Imaginarium. I know there's some vintage Thomas Wooden signs that look like this, but I'm 90% sure that these aren't it. But we have a school sign and a stop sign. So that's pretty cool. I'll put those over there. If they are TWR, let me know. I'm 99% sure they're not. We've got another tree. We've got the second tree from Cal on the line in worse condition. I don't know if the base is in there. Probably easy to make a custom one for it. Got our friend Percy. He's looking very happy there with his eyes. I haven't seen one where he's looking off to the side. That's kind of cool. First Percy of 92 ever. Well, mine, but this, I think, the second or third version. He looks pretty cool. Nice little Percy there. And we've got everyone's favorite. I think that joke's getting old now. We've got another bush, and we've got a roof for another building. So I'll put that there. Hopefully we get to that soon. And we have a stoplight. So if you want to do Birdie's Chase or Thomas and Birdie's Great Race, you can probably use that. That's pretty cool. I think that's the first time I've gotten a traffic light in a Thomas Wooden Railway set, or in a wooden railway line. Another tree. I'm actually kind of happy with the abundance of trees. Another track riser, and we've got that building from before. So we've just got a basic building. Don't even know what it is, no door or anything, but hey, it looks pretty nice. Maybe it connects to that station, I'm not sure. We've got another building, no roof. Put that there. Maybe it goes on the sides. And this is cool. Okay, this is a Brio piece, but this is pretty damn cool. This is the first time I've gotten one of these. But we've got a pedestrian bridge. That is awesome. This is slightly, I think it's around the height, so if you'd put this under it, it's just barely, or it just is the height of like an ascending thing, but that is pretty cool. So it goes under the track. You can probably only fit one track under. But that's very nice. You've got the edges. That is awesome. And you've got the Brio made in Sweden. Those Swedes, man. Those Swedes. They make some good stuff. And going on, this is pretty cool. We've got Luke. So this is the only actual Mattel character we have in here. But here we have Luke. That is pretty cool. Never seen Luke before, or never had Luke before, so he's a pretty cool model. He could have been better proportioned, but yeah, pretty cool. I'm gonna put him here with that thing, but yeah, first time getting Luke. I'm saving the best for last because I'm really scraping the bottom of the bag. There's only some engines left, and the few pieces of track. We've got a half curve, full curve, and another ascending track. And we've reached the bottom, and I'm going to go through these slowly, but the last two are going to be very cool, I personally think. But we've got some more trees, and we've got this person. I'm not sure. Imaginarium. We've got Annie from before. We got Clarabel, we have Annie now, and that is pretty cool. So we've got both of them. We've got previously from before, we have James Tender, and you can see, as a comparison, the coal in this one is much more, or I feel it's much more defined, not for Gordon's, but if I can grab, I meant to grab Henry's, sorry, but if we compare with Henry's, the coal is much more defined in James's, so I'm going to just put James's here. And we've got, speaking of tenders, we've got Edwards. I'm not going to bother connecting them. And we've got 4 items left, and I don't think you're going to guess what the last 2 are, but 2 we've already had spoilers for. We've got Gordon and Henry. So let's take a look at Henry here. Pretty cool model. Very basic, very vintage. And what's interesting is on these ones, the bogies, these are the only 2 engines with bogies. They're very tight. They're not very loose. You can make them turn, but they can't turn too well. Probably these would be, they just barely kind of fit on these curves. So I'll put Henry there. And we've got Gordon. He's a bit more loose, definitely more loose, but he's pretty cool. Love that face. And finally, we've come to this short unboxing to an end, but we've got the last item. Now, there's quite, this is quite surprising. This is the first time I've actually got these items, and they're quite strange, and I'll actually admit they're quite ugly too. But I've got 2 of them. We've got 2 gray troublesome trucks, and I can kind of understand why people want the white face instead, because these are pretty ugly. I mean, that face print, I have to be honest, only a mother of a truck could love that. And not an innuendo, but we've got 1 and we've got 2. These are the newer versions from 93 where they got rid of the staples on the faces, but they still use the staples to construct them from the bases. Which I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it just did. These aren't in the best nick, but I mean, it's the first time I've ever actually gotten these types of troublesome trucks. So I'm going to put them there. But that is our kind of haul. I'm going to loosen up the camera's tripod, and this is very raw. And we're going to just kind of look over everything. So we've got those iron bridges from Brio, which are very nice if you ask me. We have that Sounds bridge, which I got to find out how that works, or if Brio even made it. Again, leave a comment if you know the origins of any of this stuff. Maybe I have a pieces of a set here. We've got that cargo drop thing. We've got Luke. We've got the Caboose that you can't really see. We've got some cargo. We got some risers, which are awesome. Random track pieces. We've got Henry and Gordon. We've got 2 troublesome trucks. We've got some tenders. We've got our golden boys over there, Thomas, Edward, James, all them. We've got a cow on the line. I think that we're missing the fence from that set. I think that's the only thing that's missing, but that's easily replaceable. We've got a whole bunch of trees. We've got some track. We've got Toby, Henrietta, Annie, Clarabel, all the gang. We've basically got every core character from the TV show. Every single core character that you would want, besides Duck, Donald Douglas, and maybe Sir Topham Hatt. That is pretty cool. That's like the classic Shining Time gang right there. And you got the Pedestrian Bridge. That is really cool. That boat, that cargo ship, some random Imaginarium guys, I can probably use them, and we've got some buildings. So yeah, that's it. I don't like talking about price of picking up this stuff, but this was picked up for a total of $70, which personally, if you ask me, that's not bad at all, because those 92 engines alone would be through the roof if you bought those individually. Those are like 30 a piece. But anyway, for those who've been watching, if you made it this far, thank you for watching the video. Hit the subscribe button. You know you want to. I know I want you to, as bad as that sounds. But anyway, this has been the Thomas Wooden Railway unboxing. Let me know, is there anything you recognize? Do you know where that bridge is from? Do you know if this stuff came in sets, the Brio stuff? Let me know. Thanks for watching. I've been Gio. Bye for now.